wants. An ox is brought down, skin and muscle torn at the neck, silky thin membranes exposed in rising fluid we see in cross-section. Beneath the epidermis we lie in a shuddering malarial embrace. One of us is the apparent body, and one of us is disguised. One is both hair and muscle. We are a man within a man, skinning, pulling back, living inside a method. A hotel mirror is smeary with cortisol and testosterone and Willard's blood. I need you to know that I am the translucent
The
body.
cleaning of
We've
hormones
had this
suggests a
argument
kind of
before,
tidying up and a hygiene
exist.
about fluids.
The smell of eggs,
Cleaning the
frying in
mirror.
butter, it's
Perhaps
all
this is a
scary.
hygiene of
But I
representation.
insist. Really,
Continence,
I insist.
control,
Take this breast, for
cerebral
instance.
attention
Take this
directed
penis.
towards
You
physical
recognize
smears
them,
of
don't
matter
you?
out of
You remember the
place,
feeling of
a
the
stray
hand
breast,
on your
or a
leg,
mislaid
the
penis.
tongue on your neck.
It suggests
You
a kind
looked
of
in the
discipline
mirror.
about
You
our
saw it.
reflection,
You
a
touched.
precision about how we
All I
too
did
are
was
to describe
swear.
ourselves,
When I
nested
look in
as
the
we
mirror,
are,
what
one
do you think
inside
I
another.
see? Flowers as red
Perhaps the
as
method of
broken
cleaning is a kind
antennae
of discipline.
snails.
Noun.
Tiny hearts breaking
The practice
in the
of
bells
training
of
people
waves.
to obey rules or
I
a
don't
code
think
of
it matters that
behaviour,
your skin-
using punishment
I mean, it
to
doesn't
correct
make
disobedience.
being any harder.
A branch
Let's
of
take
knowledge,
the night the honey
typically
was
one
stolen
studied in
from the
higher
hive.
education.
How purple the sky
Our discipline
was bruised
is
by
our system of
helicopters.
values.
The trunks of the trees were
Consistency,
full of bullet holes.
objectivity,
The
criticality.
final whore had been washed
For
in the
example,
river.
I'm already
You walked in
perturbed
smoke
by this
as if
flitting
you were
about
clothed
between
in
tones of
silk.
voice.
Goddess,
I can do
God,
anything.
prophet, you carried the
Perhaps that's
black
too
flag
easy.
between your teeth.
Comfort is the
No one
pillar.
cried, no one came
I'm the
near.
petrified,
And not to make
morbid
sure they
flesh,
noticed, but I was
encasing
there,
our
remember?
diaphanous
Like
inner
your
life.
lymphatic system, like your
Coping without
emotional
your
body,
lizard limb
unafraid
is
of the
coping at
critics
all.
chiding you on,
You're
and you
prepared
were
to
the
do
one without
without.
sweetness. You can't
Every
blame
day,
me for
I'm getting
everything.
weaker,
Bountiful,
and you're getting
placid,
stronger.
sacred, just because I can mend. Think of me like the lizard's tail. Think of me like the fetus whose cells grow and grow. When I get hurt, you get hurt too, but I heal. This benefits you. You can love again. You can love again. No one else knows I'm here. And when you dream, I dream. In fact, it's me then who is alive. When I am rent, you're ill. My severed limbs mean you can't function, but you're good at hiding it. If you do the work, I'm a starfish. I'm also like this, music heard from across the dark valley. And like this, that memory that only comes when dusk comes on. The smell of cinnamon and clove fills the kitchen, then it's gone. Where were you tonight? I thought I could hear you weeping. The forest was burning, the birds, where were you? Arc, 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 arc. Stream, 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 stream. Arc, 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 arc. Stream, 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 stream. Car, 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 car. Metal, 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 metal. Asphalt, 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 asphalt. Fault, 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 fault. Scream, 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 scream. Flash, 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 flash. Diamond, 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 diamond. Screech, diamond. Screech, screech, screech. Ling, 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 ling. Greed, 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 greed. Pleaded, 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 pleaded. Oh, old bag of skin when the bones are out the belly in. The puddle is the pus and blood. Digesting is just chewing cud. Here, puckle, shook the skin. See very far out over the ocean is a streaming forest where flesh is for eating. The crystal pyramid is in opposition to the pool of organs. Swimming in the pool, the hearts are still beat.
Dream time of another's body, 3 a.m. and awake again. Another skin, another muscle,
A percussive strobe beats through the ceiling fan in regular arc. I was in a hot room, insomnia inside and solid outside. Swollen epithelium painfully lines a cavity. Some kind of parasite flutters, strung with mucus. My skin is an organ, a surface covering the strategy of the rest of your body. A description is not a strategy. Organs are strategies and actions. A theory is a surface that floats over and under an action. Through your actions, theories become internalized and rendered in flesh, until you don't know that they're there, until they're part of your anatomy, until you're craving the opportunity to merge with something else, to merge with the outside. You want to ask, what is the meaning of this? Surely there must be something hiding under here. Am I doing this to myself? Is this what I wanted all along? Did I hide it from myself? You're more socially outgoing and more likely to take risks. Eating rare beef makes you more likely to crash your car. The worm under your skin makes you desperate to go down to the water to wash. Something inside your brain makes you drag your little bug body up the blade of grass to suicide.
When I was young, we would pick up the bushels of corn from the side of the road. Foot-long lengths of corn in green sheaves, silky fronds of gold pouring out one end. It was my job to shuck the corn, peeling back stiff green leaves, pulling each silky strand off yellow milk buds. Bugs, little white worms sometimes in amid the kernels. You're like this, the skin I'll shed when some far-off summer comes. Death will take your flesh, for only flesh is sacrificed in death. Finally, I'll be the twin in mourning, watching your body burn. So, do you think we've said anything about collaboration yet?
We use the relationship of one body concealed within another as a metaphor for collaboration and an intimate way to explore the possibilities and limits of shared artistic identity. We were thinking about the physical body, but also the idea of an emotional body that accompanies and is contingent on the physical body and needs regrowth in order to overcome hurt and damage. We present our declaration as a collaborative spoken word performance in which reading from the text itself is important, declaring the primacy of the text in the collaborative investigative process, and reminding the audience that the performance is not a play or acting out of fictional roles. At points, the reading is led, our voices overlapping one another as we read different parts of the text simultaneously. At intervals, excerpts from the text are projected on screen. Again, this would explore notions of layering and overlap, what happens in collaboration, in conscious and subconscious experience, in social interaction. The conversation explores the way in which collaboration across different disciplines and individual practices has the potential to bring to light expectations associated with those practices that may not otherwise be transparent to the practitioner. Working with you has, for me, exposed conventions of visual art, whether real or perceived. We engage in collaborative making and performance because this method enlightens each of our individual creative practices while allowing us to bring into being work that we would otherwise not have been able to produce as individuals, literally because working by myself, I can't be two people sitting here now. I think that collaboration also opens up the possibility of asymmetry. Our motivations may not be transparent to us as individuals or to each other, and we can work together without achieving a synthesis of our intention.
On a sunny day in August, I entered an abandoned building. Light flooded in from high windows, and room after room offered up paint-coated sheets of plastic, A man recording a song on a laptop. Peter Doig t-shirts hanging from the wall with pink bodies stained on them. Half-collapsed ceilings, empty hammocks, peeling paint, patchwork nudes, dreamscape projections, all glowing in the dust-glimmering sun. It made me want to write. It has always felt that the essence of being has been a process of seeing and then making, of experiencing and creating. Writing has been my primary means, but art has always been just as important to me, both as practice and as stimulus. As I have developed as a writer, collaboration has become a primary interest. I want to explore direct responses to art, and not only by observing, but by becoming part of other artists' practice. Through the liminal act of looking, we may enter very naturally into creation and collaboration. I want to explore an enmeshment of myself into the act of art making, how the poetry produced can evolve from a response to art, to becoming involved in and essential to the art-making process and the art itself. When I work alone, my resources are limited. When I work collaboratively, my resources are expanded. All making is a type of collaboration between the heart and mind of the creator, between the senses, between the maker and the audience. But our experience on this earth is never singular. It is always an intertwining with other views, languages, bodies. I want my art, my writing to reflect this. I want to enter the abandoned building and become part of it. I am your future.
I remember a view of an artist show
The rain falls so
The
heavy
review
it
described
reminds
how
me
the
of
artist had
gratitude.
chosen to put the
I
only
am your
works that
center.
really meant something to him
The
into a
emphasis is
leaflet
on
that
the
few
few.
people even
I didn't
noticed.
pull the trigger.
Instead
at
of
the
displaying
end
them
of
in the
film.
space.
You did.
By doing this, he
It's
expressed
familiar
his
ending.
mistrust towards
Mofo!
any form of established art.
Mofo! I wasn't the damn killer. I am the prince with no kingdom. My face is covered. My eyes reflect the dying rays of the sun. See how heavy the rain is. I pull it in to wash away the dirt. Beyond what we see is another tomb. The praying priest whose head is not chopped off, whose hands are not burned. The Christ whose arrows are pulled from his chest. The ringing of bells in the flames. The white horse dressed as a dragon. The tower on the hill. I am all this. What I do is decide against death. An object that absorbs all radiation, a place where all rays are bent and enter in parallel, your own ventral surface reflected back to you, a fall from grace, the anechoic chamber, rectangles, cones, and lopsided pyramidal forms line the inside, a space from which all particles have been removed, where no transmission is possible, no connecting organs of space are detectable, miles scattered in, outside, rushing, all neural activity is
All
alien.
neural activity is alien.
No ambition for either marginal or the main.
When I was there, I just wanted to be here, and now I'm here, I just want to be there. My body, your body, our body, my thoughts, your thoughts, our thoughts, my writing, your writing, our writing. Every day you're getting stronger, and I'm getting weaker. Last time I was writing about a vacuum because I didn't want to write in earnest, but I meant to say all the things that I don't have the license to mention. Just say it. Complexity and confusion and smallness and tentativeness and fear, but without irony, without respect for a form. What is clarity in communication, and when is it possible?
The woman who has lost track of time sleeps in the afternoon. refuses to change her clothes, eats in the dark. Her fork is in her knife hand. Her knife is in her fork hand. Her body is still in this world, but her translucent body has gone to the other world, in which time is a bell. When you wake in the night, I can feel your anxiety, your questioning. When you look at the sun, I can feel the heat behind my eyes. When you sing, I've got the notes in my stomach, in my heart of hearts. When you touch, I can feel what stings, what cuts, what pleasures. When you touch, I can feel what trembles, what comes, what heals. When you touch, I know I am the paper you write on, the keys you press, the gaps you fill.